Hello everyone. So welcome to this talk. I would like to start this talk by showing you a very interesting quote from the co-founder of Vision Group, Richard Branson, that say, "Client do not come first, employee come first. If you take care of your employee, they will take care of the clients." And this quote is very powerful because it really highlights one of the most important elements that each company needs to care about, their employee. My name is Amélie Eliard. I am business analyst for more than 3 years and a half at Odoo. And today, I will convince you that setting up time off in your company will bring you a lot of advantage to your employee. Oh, shit, sorry. I just forget I just came back from holiday, so I thought I just forget that, sorry. Okay, so yes, of course, like usual, you have the possibility already to scan the QR code now, so don't hesitate, otherwise it will be available after the presentation. So agenda of today, I will explain you which are the benefits of using the time off application. Then I will explain you which are the new release of the Odoo 18 and which are the two focuses we try to include. I will, of course, afterwards make a real demo use case into a specific database, and I will finish by a short conclusion. So benefits. Which are the benefits? One of them is the productivity gain. So by really automating all the leave requests and the approval processes, you will really eliminate repetitive tasks for your human resource staff, but also your managers, and that will really allow them to focus on tasks that are more interesting, more in relation with a core position, and that will have a higher value for them. And so that will increase the level of satisfaction. Another benefit is the fact that you will better manage your human resource staff with the fact that you will have a real-time overview about the planned absence. You can really anticipate better all the staffing needs, but also react faster in case of unexpected events. For example, someone is sick, and so you really need to adapt. And so, by having the software, you can really be more agile, and you can react faster in case of those unexpected events. So, you can also, at the same time, better allocate your resource, and that will really allow you to adapt the workload in real life. Try really to avoid critical shortage and increase your productivity at your company and be as efficient as possible. Another benefit is the fact that with all the detailed reports that you have and all the statistics on absenteeism, you can really try to optimize the decision-making processes. That's also a very interesting benefit. Of course, like any application in Odoo, time off is integrated with other applications. So we have integration with payroll, project, planning, field services, for example. And so all those integrations, combined with a lot of automated processes, will really reduce the number of errors that can sometimes happen if it's managed, for example, by a human, like error of coding, calculation. All those things can really be reduced, and that's really a good thing, and that really increases the performance of your company. Other benefits is the continuous improvement. You can really adjust your human resource policy at any time. So, as usual, Odoo is a user-friendly application, so you can really react faster and really adapt in real time all the settings that you put in place in your database. And so that is really interesting to know, and that will increase really your performance. And if you have at the same time a very clear and transparent view about the leave policy that you share inside the company, that will really show to your employees that you care about their well-being, that you really want them to have a good balance between their work and their private life. And that's something that is really important now in the current situation, in the current world, because a lot of employees really try to have a good fit between the work and the private life. And so that will really strengthen the corporate culture that you will share among your company. And for, of course, all the benefits that I just shared with you just now, the level of satisfaction of your employee will increase a lot, but also the loyalty towards your company. And so it will be really a win-win for everyone. I propose now to jump to another discussion. What are the new release, the new Odoo 18? What we improve in time of application? So we really try to be focused on two specific aspects. First, of course, increase the user experience for everyone, but also at the same time to cover more specific use case, sometimes related to country requirements. I will explain you that more in details. But we really want to thank you, all the users, for all the feedback that you share with us, because thanks to those feedback, we really try to improve Odoo time by time, but that's really become more and more realistic for every country, for everyone, and so don't hesitate to continue to share feedback with us. What are the new features? So first, we don't have anymore a draft status on request, so you will not forget anymore to publish and add a time off. It will be automatically submit when you request it. We also have the overview approval. So from now, just seen yesterday, with the overview menu, it is possible to directly have an approval or a refusal. And so that is very interesting, mainly for the manager, to have a good view. With the overview menu, you have the possibility to have a view in a planning view, and so you can really better say, okay, which employees are at the office at this time, which are not, can I approve or not a specific request based on the availability of my team. And so that is really interesting to have that possibility to approve from that menu. Three other features that we directly added in the time of type configuration is first the public holiday included. So the public holiday included is the fact that sometimes when you take a week off, for example, you have one public holiday that is included. And so in some specific country like Spain, these public holidays cannot be recovered. And so it has to be taken into account in the count of the time off. Another feature is the show on dashboards. So for example, in Belgium, in the law, you can have, as employee, maximum 3 days of sickness without certificates. And so for Odoo employees, we have this type of time off that is not shown on dashboard directly on the dashboard, but of course, if you are sick, you can request it as a normal sick days. Another feature is the double approval on the allocations. So as you can see on the screen, we made exactly the same approval menu of configuration from the time of request as the allocation request. Why we decide to implement that is because, for example, if you have an employee that works a lot, he makes some extra hours, and of course, that is not the time of officer, that is aware of all the work that he did, and so when he decides, for example, to take one recovery day, it's better that is the manager approve it at minimum first, or even alone, and so we improve it directly from here. Other things we improve is the accrual plan. So now we added 2 new fields. First of them is a carryover validity. So when you open a milestone, you have the possibility to define that you can carry over one of several hours, days, that depend. And sometimes some of them can be carried over for the next year. The carryover validity is say, okay, you can carry over, but what is the maximum validity end date? And that is the goal of this field. The other field is the milestone cap. So that's really the maximum amount of time that can be carried over the year. So in my example on the screen, you can see that, for example, you can accrue 1 hour on a weekly basis. The maximum hours that you can accrue per year is 100 hours. From those, if you don't take all of them, you can carry over maximum 40 of those 100 hours. So imagine you finish the year, you didn't consume anything, you will start the new year with 40 hours. Okay, nice, and you will work a lot and accrue a lot of new extra hours. At maximum, imagine at the best scenario, you will have 140. With the milestone cap, the goal is to limit that. And so if it's defined like here, 110 will be the maximum you will have the opportunity to have for the year. Of course, there are a lot of other features, but I didn't have the time to explain everything. So don't hesitate to have a look at the release notes. It's very interesting too. So now I propose to jump in the demo and to use Odoo time off for real. So the demo use case, I am now with a company in US, a 3-2 company, that is an IT consulting services company with around 30 employees. And so, as a lot of companies, they decide to put in place an actuarial plan, a seniority plan, to say, okay, if you are here for 1 year, you receive 1 extra day of holidays, etc., etc. More you are, better you have. And so I will show you that in my database. So now imagine I play the role of myself, Amelia. I am Human Resource Officer, and I just received the information from the IT colleagues that my new colleague, Laura Dubois, has finally been created in Odoo. She arrived in September. And so we are already in October, so it's really now or never. And so, of course, in my role, I need to add her some specific time off. I will first have a look just to be sure if Laura is well created first, very important. Okay, she's created, that's very nice, perfect. And the manager is also defined, that's Mitchell. So that's really, really perfect. Because it's sometimes important for the managing and validation of some time off, as we discussed this before. I will jump into the time off application, and I will add her some specific time off. So first of them, I will add her some paid time off, so usual time off. And so I have different possibility to allocate her someday. I can start from the management menu and click on allocation, or I can, from the configuration time off type, in my case paid time off, I can use the smart button here to directly allocate her someday. And so I will proceed that way, it's a bit easier and faster. So I click here, and I directly click on the new purple button, and I will add her some paid time off, because for now, she didn't have anything. And so I add her. Okay, that's a regular allocation, so not linked to the seniority plan. So she starts, as I told you, the 2nd of September. The validity period I put until the end of this year because I really separated correctly all my time of type by year. And she will receive 10 days until the end of this year. I approve it. And directly, she has it in the dashboard. Little remark I would like to share with you. If you are already used to the time of application, you can notice that now it's really, we revamp a little the time of this view. And so it's 1 allocation, 1 employee. Previously, it was possible to directly select several employees at the same time. It is no more possible in that way, but we can have a little tip. If you click on the wheel, you will see that you have the multiple request button. And so from there, you can give several allocations to several employees at the same time. So as you see, I can add as many employees as I want, define the time of type, and proceed and allocate the days. But I will not do this. So that's fine. I have had her some paid time off, but she also has a bit specific situation due to the fact that she follows some French classes outside of 3-2 company. And so I will add a new type of time off that is education time off. So I will create a new one, education time off. And I will define that this one has to be approved by me, but also by our manager, Mitchell. So I select both employee approver and time off officer, but the allocation will always be done by me. So I just select by time off officer myself. And the notified time off officer, I will put me. And so that's it. Everything is OK. I will perhaps choose this little cover image to be in relation with study. And I will just add it. From there, as usual, I click on the smart button, and I add her some specific education day. So our courses are starting at the middle of September until the end of June from next year. And so I can directly put the start and end date, and she can have maximum 7 days. So I will not put me, but Laura. And that's fine. She receives also those days. Another thing I don't have to forget is, of course, I need to add her to the seniority plan as the other employee. So from there, you cannot, like I did with the time of type, go from there, but I need to go from the management allocation. I will click on the new, and I will say again, Laura. I need to allocate an actual allocation. So I select accrual allocation, and I will add a seniority plan. So she starts at 3-2 on the 2nd of September, and I don't know when she will leave, hopefully. And so I don't put an end date, and I will not give any allocation date to start. And so as you can see, I decide to convert my pay time off to convert directly the seniority plan into a specific time of type. And so I approve it. And that's completely fine. Before finishing, I remember that one other employee just remind me that I forget to plan a public holidays in the dashboard of everyone. So I will jump into the public holidays, and I will add the Thanksgiving. I forget the Thanksgiving. Sorry for them. So I will add it now before forgetting. And so that's already the 28th of November. That's quite soon. And so I will add that in order to don't have any problems just after. So that's fine. That's fine, and I will double check for the company celebration at the end of the year. Everyone has to be present, and so that's a mandatory day in Odoo, and that is planned on the 20th of December, just before the holidays. So that's fine. I think I finished my job. Perfect. So I can contact Laura and say that she received the days. So I will use the discuss, and I will say, hello, I added your holidays. And that's perfect. So I finished the role of myself, Human Resource Officer. Now I will jump into Laura. So imagine now I am the employee that just received the information. As you can see here, I directly received information, the message from Amélie, that my holidays have been added. So that's really good. I can plan my holidays. I'm very happy. So I will directly open the time of application. And you see, all the things that I encoded are already there. The pay time off, the education time off, so that's really perfect. I can directly go and enter my day off. So I would like to take a week of holidays, the week of the Veterans Day, all those weeks, and so I will directly select those days and save it. When I encode an holidays, you can see that everything is hatched. It's to say that it has to be approved. It's written in the legend. Another thing I would like to add is the fact that I need to study for my French classes at the end of the year. So I will request a week of holidays, education, to prepare my exam in January. So I will select the week here and select all the week to prepare. Oh, yes, I forget. There is the company celebration, so I cannot request a time off on that day. Okay, so I will decide to work from Monday to Thursday. Okay, I don't have any choice, I think, so I will already put that, so that's perfect. And I also need to add the fact that I was sick last week, and I didn't have the information, so I didn't know how to use it. So now I explain, I have all the info. So I need to enter my sick time off, so I can select sick time off one day, and as you can see, I can even attach a certificate as I want. So I just save it, and that's perfectly fine. I have all my stuff that is done. I think I don't know if I will take some new days off. I need to discuss with my manager, Mitchell. So I will see. So now again, I play a third role. Sorry for all the modification, but I am now Michelle, and I need to approve some days that my employee, Laura, just encoded previously. So I has been notified about that. So I can click here on the clock on the top and see that I have 2 future time off activities. So I can click on there, and you see that I need to approve both of them. But I don't really like to approve that from that view because I really would like to have the overview about all my team. So Laura is working with Mark Demo, so I really need to pay attention that they are not taking holidays at the same moments. So I will have a look. Okay. For this one, she was sick. I was aware of that, so I can directly approve it. If I go back there, okay, for October for Mark Demo, I can approve. A bit too fast, I think so. Yes. For the, I need perhaps to put in months. That is a bit easier. I prefer in easy. Okay, October, I see that's okay. Laura, okay. I have a problem here because I am already on holidays, Mark Demo is on holidays, so I cannot accept the week of Laura, unfortunately, so I will refuse it from there. And for the December, I also see that I need to approve, but I can approve, that's fine for me. No one else is on holiday at the same time. So that's fine. I don't think I have anything to do. You see, that's fine. I don't know my activities, so that's really perfect for today. If I'm not sure, I can still click on Management Time Off and double check for everyone what has to be done or not. So again, I come back to my first role. I will come back to Amélie Eliard. So I will finally finish the approval of Laura. So if I do the same, exactly the same, and I go in Management Time Off, I can see that Laura still has a second approval, as you see on the status, that has to be done for this, for December. And as I can notice, perfect, I can say that I will validate or not. So I received previously an activity to remind me that, and when I validate it, automatically, that is approved. So that's fine. I think the demo is almost done. So that's okay. And so to conclude, in conclusion, really, Odoo is not just a practical tool. It's really a strategic lever to improve your efficiency, optimize your human resource management, and reduce your cost. You really see during the demo that the tool is really user-friendly to use. There is a lot of automated processes, and there are also integration with other apps. I didn't have the time, unfortunately, to show you, but also very interesting to know. And so for all those things, if you decide to choose Odoo Time Off, you will really investing into increasing the level of satisfaction of your employee, but also enhance the loyalty of your employee towards your company. And those two are really essential pillars to businesses' success. So thank you. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to scan for the Q&A. Bien.
Oui, c'était cool. Allô, allô. Est-ce que vous m'entendez?
Oui, je pense.
So thanks a lot for your great presentation and to come back from holidays to join us for this talk. We have some questions already. So the first one is, will it be possible to have multiple approval persons and when?
If I'm not wrong, yes, it is possible, but you really have to discuss with me a bit about how is it possible or not. You can even, yes, the multiple approval, that's mainly the manager and mainly the time off officer that are managing those. If you want to have other level of approval, we have only double validation, so that has to be discussed perhaps on the booth, because sometimes we can plan a bit with other things.
Another point is that on the time of type, you can put several notifiers. So that would be one way. And as long as you have the right access right, you can do it. And now that there is a new approval option also with the studio, we can do many things with that. So, okay, thanks. If you have several types of time off allocation, like extra legal, seniority, recover or legal, is it possible to set priorities of use in the request of time off set by employees? So you see, I think when you take a time off, can I say you choose this time off, then this one, then this one?
You can filter on several on the research bar to filter on the type of time off type. That's one option.
Yeah, I don't think there is I don't think you can set a priority, but you still have the sequence actually on the time of type.
Yes.
So if you change the time of type sequence, it's the same way of working than anywhere in the database. This will change who is proposed as the first time of type. So yeah, and that
is filtered even by, I think, you have the clock, you have the possibility also to filter on the date, and that's done by order of I would say priorities too.
There is a question I'm not sure I understand. If this employee is quit, how can the time off be aliquot? Take away unused paid time off. So maybe could you clarify a bit this question? I'm not sure what you mean. And why? And we don't take away the time off from employees that are not there anymore. So since they're not there, we just remove those time off. I'm not sure what you mean. So if you could clarify a bit. And there is there a link between time off and project?
Yes, I don't know if I have I have only not a lot of time, so if you want to have a look, just come back to me after the meeting, after the presentation. But if you decide to use the project, the planning, or the field services application, and at the same time someone is on holidays, you will directly have a banner on the top to warn you, pay attention, because this person is on holidays. You can still allocate her some day, but you have the banner in orange. So that's already a good warning before validating and putting some tasks, some things to do with this person.
Okay, great. We have a question on accruals. How can we manage employee seniority with the accruals? So the seniority. Example, year 1, the employee gain 1 day. Year 2, 2 days.
I propose perhaps to just go with me just after because we need to stop, sorry.
Okay, we will stop right now, but this is totally possible. This is the standard way. So thanks a lot, Emily. I think it's really great to see how powerful time off is and how it's great also for the employees to manage the time off. So thanks a lot and congratulations.
Thank you.